If you're someone who questions the narrative that we've all been fed, someone who thinks outside the box, someone who goes against the grain of the social norms, you will be called a conspiracy theorist. People will be worried about your mental health and your mental well-being, and a lot of people in the past and in the present who do question these norms are called crazy. But do you want to know what I think is crazy? Crazier than being a conspiracy theorist. We're born into a world. You get about 3 years of childhood, and then you're forced into a school system, which in and of itself was designed to make children really compliant and to make them good workers. It also squashes all creativity. School in and of itself is kind of like a prison. And then you go straight from school to either more education or into the workforce. And if you do want a further education, you have to get yourself into thousands and thousands of pounds worth of debt, which you probably will never pay off. And if you choose to go into the workforce, that is where you will pretty much stay to make ends meet for the rest of your life, where you can actually retire around 67, might even be longer by the time that we retire. We give most of our money to the government in taxes. We buy a house, which really isn't our house because it's just a loan from the bank, which you then spend another 25 to 50 years paying off. And you work yourself into the ground, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, you get 2 days a week to relax and recharge and then start the whole cycle over again the next week. And what do the majority of people do at the weekend? Something that's heavily plugged in the media as well. Get drunk. Drink loads of alcohol so that you can forget about your problems, keeping people stuck in a low vibrational state so that they don't have to deal with their problems. They don't see that they have the power to actually change these things themselves. It keeps people asleep and in a zombie state. And then when people's bodies start to malfunction because of the way that we're living is disconnected from nature, from our natural state, and disconnected from each other because we now have social media and entertainment to keep us disconnected from each other. So what happens is our bodies, because they are far more intelligent than our mind, start to scream at us and say, this is not working for me. But don't worry about that, because you can go to the doctors and you can get a pill. A pill for your pain from being stuck at an office all day and being sedentary and not getting the exercise and the movement that your body needs. Also, our bodies will start to malfunction because of the shit food that we have in our system and the toxins. Our food is depleted of all minerals and nutrients that we need. And again, this is really plugged in the media. Take your kids to McDonald's, take them to KFC. And when your body eventually starts saying, hey, I'm not getting the nutrients I need, I'm not getting the connection that I need, I'm not getting the movement, the sunlight, we're basically just plants who have needs, and all of those things in this world are by design very minimal. But don't worry, if you start to feel like shit, you can go to the doctors and you can get a pill. A pill to mask your symptoms, a pill for the depression that you're feeling, a pill for the anxiety that you're feeling, so that you think that all of the power is outside of you. This pill will fix it. This is by design a world that I think is absolutely insane. No wonder everybody's so fucking depressed. But if you're someone who questions everything and you think that maybe there is a design for all of this and that it's to keep people asleep to the truth of who they really are on a soul level, you're called crazy. You're called the conspiracy theorist. Well, I would rather be called a crazy conspiracy theorist than to think that living in this world and with that narrative that we've all been fed is a healthy and normal way to live.